Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I'm so happy to be here. Gosh, you guys don't realize how much it took me to do this. I just want to thank each and every one of you for taking just a little bit of time out of your day to be here with me. I'm not going to be on camera the whole time, but I just want you to see I'm happy. Um, and they can't hurt me no more. Hi, cool gamer. Hi, sweethearts. My beautiful co-host is coming up here. Hello, Kimberly. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello, sweetheart and sister, my Kim.
How are you, honey?
I am good. I am getting healed from my hand surgery. The stitches come out July 3rd. I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
And as
that's
you can
strong.
hear, well, you already know because we've talked, but you
Yeah.
hear that I have a cold. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to. I'm drinking chamomile tea. They say that that is good. And I took a spoonful of honey. So hoping my throat will be a little non-manly.
Honey, and what is it? Lemon?
Lemon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So how
So
is everybody doing? Oh my gosh, you guys don't realize that it's been a while since I've seen you. I mean,
Mhm.
I missed everybody so very much. Um, I know
Very much.
I have some mods in here, and I don't care for Ronnie to be here. I think Ronnie, if I'm wrong, I am truly sorry, but I
Yes.
think Ronnie is on the team of
Ungood.
ugliness. So,
Yes. That a great way to put it, honey. Team of ugliness. Because
yes,
what are we doing with your channel? The light, the love, the fun.
exactly. That's what I'm about. I
Yes.
I I want my kindness to be contagious. I want
Yes.
people to go out on their daily life
And do
and just,
something.
yeah, it doesn't matter how small it is. You
Mhm.
don't realize the power you have to change someone's day.
Amen, Kim. Amen. Opening a door for that elderly woman or man or woman that's carrying her baby in a carrier and can't open the door. You never know what that person is going through and what that gesture will mean to them.
And I know I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea,
Well,
but
you're my cup of tea.
but kindness to me is something I strive for.
Yes,
Even to the people who are ugly to me. I
absolutely.
pray for them. I forgive them,
Yep.
and it's very sad that they
Yeah.
have to spread lies and use me as content. But
Awful lies, awful, vile lives
yeah,
that
I mean, if I don't know if everybody here has heard the lie that they made up about me, but it's like,
tell them.
wait a minute, don't bring my family into it.
That is a number one no no.
I do not live with my dad, but I have always been very close to my parents. I always, because my parents are like my number one best friends. I know that they have my best interest. And my
Absolutely.
dad and me are best friends, and
Hmm.
he plays a big part in my life, and I'm so very grateful to have him. But
He's amazing.
he is just a dad. He's nothing more than that.
And I'd like you to tell them maybe what I was like when I told you on Facebook that it was a beautiful picture and that I told Kim, wow, you look just like your dad.
It,
But guess what? it's not her biological dad. How crazy is that?
No.
She looks
Um,
exactly like him.
okay, so we have the South Memphis show, and let me tell you, this person has always been a great supporter. I don't see him very often, but I am so happy to see you, the South. I hope you're doing well in life. If you're not, let me know and I'll pray for you.
Absolutely.
Ronnie, Ronnie, I really hope that you're here on good intentions.
And if
Um,
the mods
if
know,
not, you're out of here. I will not tolerate
not.
toxic toxicity. I can't say it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I am done with that.
As I am too. We have
Oh,
unsubbed to all of
I've told a very few friends that I'm ashamed of ever being a part of that.
member.
And
I am
and for and for months I kept asking myself, what are you doing, Kim? What are
right.
you doing? And but it has shown me a lot. I've taken a lot of time to look at the situation, and it has brought me closer to Jesus.
Yes, ma'am. And what
For
did we
that,
talk about?
I am grateful.
Sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to realize that we're not really a friend. They just want us there as a number to add to subscribers. And they don't care who they step on, hurt, crush to get to where they want. And that is all about subscribers and the numbers and the money.
Yeah.
You won't be asked to send Kim cash apps, but if you want to, she would love it because
I
she
tell
knows
you what, it's probably been about
enjoy.
4 months since I've received any kind of cash apps.
Well, because I'm like that and I will donate what I can.
I
What
know
I'm
you will. But
yeah, Kim knows what I'm ashamed of is allowing myself to give money to those who later on I found out that's all they cared about. They didn't care about me. They cared about what I could give them. That's just the most narcissistic, unacceptable act that is.
but listen, my theory is
We learned
love
some.
is never wasted.
Absolutely. Never.
You have planted a seed that may not, show you any progress at this moment, but it could show you progress later on in life.
Absolutely. I did learn a lesson like you did, remember? Different,
Hmm.
but we learned.
Oh yeah.
And you guys in chat, I am
I
so
mean,
proud, and I want
I
you to
will
be
be
proud of Kim.
I will be frank with everybody. Um, I've
Let's not
had this.
say Frank.
I will be honest with
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
There for a while, I mean, I had some health issues going on at the same time. But there for a while, I had a black cloud over me, and I didn't feel like there was anything I could do without being mocked for it.
Sad.
And I thought about making another channel. I thought about
Yep.
just being done with YouTube altogether. And I'm like, no, no, that's not going to happen. I am going to
Mm-mm.
continue to be myself. And for those who accept me for who I am,
Yep.
you don't have to agree with everything I say.
Oh no, but you don't offend somebody
No, I will never ever be mean or make
Mm-mm.
fun of anybody.
because you're your authentic self, and you can be letting go of the bad and the anger and the drama. You find yourself, right? What we said, yeah.
Yeah, cause
We come.
she's so I'm
had
so
this.
glad you're here, sweetheart. I tell you what, because she has been, oh, how do I say this? An advocate,
Loving support.
an advocate for me, and I truly, truly appreciate that someone would actually do that for me.
We love.
I think I'm to a point though that I need to just be me
Yeah.
and not worry about who says what, or you know what I mean.
Yes.
I want Cushy to be herself and feel comfortable being herself,
Oh,
and
just
I
like
want
you.
her to have a good life. I love her
I love
so
Cushy too. She's a sweetheart like you.
much.
She said,
And,
"I kept you, Kim, forever." I'm gonna cry.
oh, you
So
know,
yeah,
guys.
I'd like to make an announcement myself real quick, and then I'll pass
Okay,
it back over to Kim. Um,
okay.
I've been talking to Kim, and yesterday, I would like to think that I encouraged her a little to not give up. We thought
You really
about,
have.
yeah, and
I mean,
we talked
I've
about
had,
changing the name. And then this morning I wake up, or this afternoon because of this stupid cold, I have a message from Kim, and it says, I don't want to change my name. I don't think I'm going to. And what did I say? I'm so
you
proud
should.
of
I'm
you.
proud of you.
Don't change your name because of them. They don't get that. They don't deserve to have any space in
Nope.
your life or head rent free anymore.
I mean, it's truly sad that they feel that they have to do something like that. I mean, regardless if they like me or not, but for them to do what they're doing, it's truly sad that that's their only content.
And it's
Eh,
sick
It's
to make
very sickening.
to make
Yeah.
money with someone else's pain. The ridiculous. I mean, I'm unsubbed and I didn't know that I could go to the ones. I thought you had to be subscribed to even comment in the chat, but I went. Yeah, in the dryer, baby. Sorry, guys. Um,
Okay.
Kim knows it's my little girl Reagan. Um, she's got gymnastics later, and she has the special leotard thing and that she wants, so I had to make sure it was washed. Anyway, um, Kim to me is like almost, we had spoke about it, and we have so much in common. The only thing that we are different with is Kim is more quiet and gentle about being angry, when I will just go off like $5 cuss words and just let it be known, like, I am not. You're not getting that from me, and I'm going to tell you off and say what I feel. But Kim also has shown me that you can do that without being and saying those words. Now, I'm not going to change my personality, guys. I'm not. But for Kim, it was an honor for her to ask me to be her co host, because everybody would tell me, you need to do a channel. You have so much to offer. You have lots of things you can discuss, and they were good, and you're funny. But I didn't want to do a channel by myself. So I
Right.
told Betty, me and Betty spoke about things, and I'm going to be a co-host for her just on a certain night that she picks, that we're going to do a certain subject that I have experience in. Kim also knows about that, and I think we're going to do that here, right? At one night, one something we
Mhm.
pick that we do that, where we share some spiritual encounters that we have all, I think everyone has, but they just don't recognize it as a spiritual sign. And it's going to be amazing, because I know a lot of people like me love to be on Kim's channel because we loved the lyrics to poetry. And then when she took over the karaoke for a little bit, those 2 nights, Friday and Saturday, were really important to me. They made me happy.
They
And
made me
so,
happy too.
yeah.
I
So,
just
so I'm
with
glad she didn't give up.
I'm not gonna give up. Um, but I'm not going back. I'm only going forward.
Absolutely.
I am gonna do what I want. But I also want feedback from others that, if there's something that they think might be fun or
Mm-hmm.
inspirational or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that, I would love to hear about it.
Yes. Yes. Like,
I don't want this
send her
just to be my channel. I want
yeah,
this to be everybody's channel.
everybody. A place where you can come and be yourself, not worry about criticism. And if it is criticism, it's in a loving way, because like me and Kim are honest, but we don't want to be mean. So instead of saying like, oh my gosh, don't let her get up there and sing again, it would just be like, that's good. You really sang pretty, but it was in your special way.
Mhm.
No ugliness, no vile talk, because Kim is not, not only her as a creator, she wants it like kind of like Betty's channel, where when everybody was calling Kim a crybaby and changing their names to Kim's Cry Closet and all that crap, you don't even know. Kim knows. Betty knows. You don't even know the filth that was flying out of my mouth angry about that. But my husband heard me, so I had to tell him, and he was like, "But
Well, I
isn't
tell you
she
what,
the really sweet one?"
after Sunday, I wanted to scorch the earth.
Oh yeah,
But
remember?
then
Yeah, I already told you.
I took a step back and I'm thinking,
That's not
what
you.
good is that gonna do? That's what they want you to do.
Yeah, they want your reaction. They don't
Mhm.
get that anymore.
Yep.
They will not get and use their hate and use Kim as content so people can laugh. Because my husband even said that day, he said, "Isn't she the sweet one named Kim too that you talk about?" Because guys, when I have a short circle, a small circle. I have my best friend Angie of 35 years, which finding out, getting to talk and get to know Kim better, her best friend was also named Angie. And
Yep.
we share the same name. We share so much in common. We're not hateful people. We love everybody like Jesus, and we don't condemn the ones who don't, because there's the ones out there that are, spiritual like us too, but they don't
Lost.
believe. Yeah,
They're
they're
lost.
lost. Maybe they're agnostic or
Mhm.
atheist. I
They
mean,
believe that
I would,
there's something more to life, but they're
yes.
not, they're confused.
Yeah, and Kim wants to help guide her friends, her subscribers, because she doesn't even want to call them subscribers. She wants to call y'all friends. We're her friends. Just like my small circle, I have my best friend of 35 years. I had my mom before she passed away of brain cancer, and my husband as my best friend. I have a few others that I've met here and there from the church we used to go to before the COVID hit.
Mhm.
And my husband, is a locksmith and he's off every other weekend. And so every other Sunday we get out and do a lot because I homeschool her. So me and her are kind of at home all the time. And my best friend's dad is a pastor, and they do a dinner and Bible study every Sunday, and we go. And so it is amazing because you don't have to be like Kim and I talked. Like I was raised, and you don't have to be in a church to worship the Lord
Yep.
and to have Jesus as your savior. My mom raised me and my brother Shane, my only sibling that like I told Kim, the only sibling I knew about until they all started coming out of the woodwork. But like Steven did. But I told her, out of the 5 brothers, the 4 that are half, and my brother Shane, that's a detective, who's the one I grew up with, my only full-blooded sibling. We were taught by our mom that you don't have to be in a church to worship. Because what about those people who work Sundays?
Yeah.
And they can't go
The
to church?
most important thing in life
Yeah.
is to build your relationship with Jesus and walk in
Yes.
faith. Live by faith.
Right. And not by
And
sight.
you know what? I've always been the type of person that I do not judge anybody. Because I have no right to do that.
Mhm. And
And
isn't it a relief? Could you imagine how stressful
and
that would be?
right, and if you don't believe in what I believe in, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want you to feel pressured and thinking that, oh, well, she's just gonna, all she's gonna do is talk about Jesus. And I don't, necessarily, see that right now.
Sorry, Kim.
That's
Because
okay, honey.
because they didn't say they messed up the internet. They said that Steve Wonder had died.
What happened?
I said that they didn't say they messed up the internet. They said Steve Wonder had died.
Who's speaking?
How do I say your name, sweetheart? I don't want to butcher it.
I said my name Latoya.
Atoya.
No, I said
Latoya?
that my name is
But you don't have to
I
say
said that
that your real name, only if you want.
because you can't. I said they didn't say they messed up the internet. It
They
don't make
do.
no sense.
They do.
No.
And trust me, I've had Kim can
I know because
vouch
it
for
is
this.
still on there.
They've been reported. They've been
When you bring my family into
Mhm.
your hate for me, you've crossed the line.
It is not to be crossed. They don't have
And
any
you know what?
boundaries.
You go ahead. You say what you want to say about me. That's fine.
Mhm.
That's on you. That's
Sticks
not
and
on me.
stones. Words don't
Now,
hurt.
I know what's true in my life. They don't know me.
Amen.
Nobody knows me on here. Only but a few.
And those are very lucky, I can tell you, because I'm one
Yeah.
of them. I'm one of the
Yeah.
lucky ones who we talk outside of YouTube and we message and we share stories and we
Yeah.
got to know
I
each
said that
other
everybody in
better.
upset right now
Yeah,
behind this.
I absolutely love Kim, and I found out, and we both found out, she can say too, confirm it. I adore her. I feel like God sent her as the sister I never had, because out of the 7 of us, I'm the only sister. All of that, because
Yeah.
my father, my biological father, was what I would call, I know we're not going to use $5 cuss words, but a whore, to say a whore isn't a very bad one, is it, Kim?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my dad was a whore, and biologically, my biological.
It's just a fact. It's not.
Yes, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
But my dad, who me and my brother Shane, that's the detective for our county, call our dad, is
Yeah.
the one my mom fell in love with when we were about, I know I was 3.5, and so that made my brother 4.5, almost
Yeah.
5, depending on the day of or month of the year. And he was, because they say any man with a penis can be a dad or be a father,
Oh
but
yeah.
it takes a real man to be a dad.
Yeah.
And when you can take under your wing 2 kids that were not his blood, but he loved our mother, so he loved us.
Yeah.
And he's the one that taught me to shoot at 6 years old, and shoot good too. And he taught me and my brother how to camp. We went camping and fishing
Yeah.
and hunting. And he taught me how to ride a bike. He taught us how to swim. All the dad stuff. That's a dad.
Right.
And that is a
But
dad that he didn't have
I
to
want
be.
really we're gonna build a channel that is gonna allow people to think for themselves.
Absolutely.
They can come to the conclusion that, hey, I like him, or hey, I don't like him. Hey,
Yeah.
Kim does this and I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But you're thinking for yourself.
Yes.
You're not following others' beliefs. And I want people to come here and know that I will not judge them.
No.
Because we are human and we make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. Perfection is only Christ.
That's right.
For them to have that high and mighty, I pray for them because, like, I don't want anyone to live their eternal life in hell. I don't want that for them.
No.
But the Lord tells us we are not to be judged. Love the sinner, but hate the sin. And I do. I have. I had an aunt that was gay, and me and my brother growing up, her name was Shirley, my Aunt Margaret. And so it was just like for us, Aunt Margaret and Aunt Shirley. And it wasn't until me and my brother were like 14, 15, where we were like, because that
3 months ago.
Yeah, that wasn't how we were raised. We weren't raised to see color. We weren't raised to be racist of anyone. We weren't raised to be biased on who's sleeping and whose bed and who's. I don't care. Like I said a few weeks ago on I think Betty's panel, I don't give a poop what's happening next door in their bedroom. I'm too worried about what's going on in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Hey.
Mad Hatter says we need a place of fun.
Yes.
And laugh at. Also a place that we can feel safe against judgment.
Absolutely. And guys, Betty said on her live one time, they want to do this to Kim. They want to laugh because she's crying. They call her, Kim's cry closet. Yeah. Oh, here comes Kim again. She's going to cry. And you know what? Betty made me love her. I didn't think I could love her anymore, but she made me love her more because she said, you know what? And I don't know if Kim was in chat that night or evening, but she had spoke like she was. And Betty said, you know what? F them. Because Kim, you come over here and be a Washam warrior, and you're not only allowed to be who you are and cry when you're upset, we will cry with you. We won't shun you and say you're a crybaby.
There's this thing called heart. Having a heart, compassion.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, they see that and they're like, ooh, what's that? Because this whole world is based on hate.
It's evil.
It is very evil.
We have to rise above it. That's what we're told.
Yep.
Do I like to have to say, and I won't say their names, the other creators that we were a part of? I know, like I'll say the initials for the nickname that Betty gave one of them, and it's CR. And I know that anybody in this chat that knows what it stands for. But I just say in my prayers, I forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Just like the thief on the cross, he was forgiven instantly. He was forgiven by Jesus. And I'm just very happy and excited for Kim. We spoke about this yesterday, and you don't know how good I felt when she messaged and said, you know what? I think I'm going to keep my channel name. And I told her, in the message, I was like, you don't know how happy I am, Kim, that you decided to do this, not to let them take control. I said,
you know as well as I do, Kimberly, that I'm not here for money.
Nope.
That's the last
No.
thing on my mind.
Yeah.
You know, there was some people who were very generous, and they gave me a Chromebook.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I don't understand that. How can you love
now
someone
they're
that
now
much
they're
and
now
then the
they're
next
saying
day
that I don't do anything with the Chromebook, and I'm very ungrateful.
and they never think for a second that maybe if they would step
Yeah.
back and think, "Oh, it's because of us." Why would she want to use the Chromebook and get on live or do anything because we've been so ugly to her? You know,
People can only
obviously.
take so much, but you know, I've rised above it, and I
You
will not
did.
allow them to hurt me no more.
I
Amen.
know. Yeah.
Everybody give hearts. Big red hearts in the chat for Kim because she's not changing, but she is new at what she's going to do and how she's
Yeah.
going to not let the bullies say
Yep.
anything that will bug her. They say
Yeah.
sticks and stones may break her bones. They do break bones, but words from people that don't care about you, don't give a single crap. They just want you there as a number. You're not gonna stay on and sub to them. I unsubbed immediately from every one of them, besides Betty
Yeah.
and Kim and Cushy and Night Owl.
Yeah.
I got rid of the ugliness out of my channel, out of my, because I don't have a YouTube channel. Well, I do, but it's not active. I only
Yeah,
have it
everybody
so
has a
that,
channel.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
saying, you've got 12 subscribers now. And they were so nice. They were saying, I subscribe to you. And I was like, oh no, I wrote in chat.
And
I don't,
Yeah.
I
it's not active.
want to take a moment and say thank you. Let me see if I can say this right.
You can.
Loida Williams,
Yes.
honey, thank you so much for being here.
She's
I
wonderful.
Yeah.
appreciate your support,
Yeah.
and I know that you have a nice, kind spirit, and that's why
Yeah.
you're here. That's why you're here.
Yeah. Because I said that they didn't take that mess of YouTube. It's on there too.
Yeah.
I know it's everywhere.
It has to
Oh, it is.
it has to be reported, and now I didn't do the reporting of it myself for all of them,
Yeah.
but my daughter,
Yeah. But
my oldest
sorry, Kim. It
daughter.
said that it is. They said that it is not at the news station at all. I don't know why.
I don't know,
Honey,
but
I would you will get to know me, and
yeah,
you will see that I am who I am.
a
I
Yeah.
don't
very
I
gentle
am
soul.
not fake whatsoever.
No,
I know.
that's
Because
not
it's hard
me
for me,
either.
Kim, because I just lost my aunt on the 14th of this month.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
what
Yeah.
happened?
I'm
What
so
happened?
sorry.
Huh? I said that my aunt had passed away on that day.
Oh, bless your heart, honey. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Can we put praying
Praying hands, yes.
for
Yeah.
Lolita, please?
Yeah.
Cushy, will you put my signature purple hearts and praying hands for me down there?
Yeah. Kim, I said that I had told you on my channel too.
Oh, you have a channel?
Some.
Yeah.
Drop your link, honey.
Yeah, moderators, could you drop her link for me, please?
Because I would definitely, because I have like 4 or 5 people now, but
Oh,
they're,
you do?
well, that I subscribe to because I got rid of all of the
Yeah.
evil
Yeah.
people that were bullies and treated Kim
Yeah.
and Betty
Yeah.
with such disrespect and
Yeah.
disgustingness. The things that Kim told me
Yeah. I
that
know.
they said, oh, you
Yeah.
don't know, because I am a Texan. I'm Southern. I was born in California. And
Yeah.
I know that
Thank
even
you, Cushy.
Cushy and other ones in chat know this. I've said it before. My
Yeah.
when people ask, like my best friend Angie, like,
I know.
how is she and how'd y'all meet and what is she like? And she'll say, oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Kim, she's really sweet and funny, has a big heart, but she will cut
Yeah.
a hoe in a heartbeat if you mess with her family or friends. And I'm like, can I
Yeah.
get an
I know.
amen? That it describes me to a
Yeah.
T. And that's the only difference between me and Kim. We have found through talking outside of
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
so much about each other is
Yeah.
we don't just share the same first name.
I
We
know.
share the stepdad who was the dad we
Yeah.
call dad.
Yeah.
She's been through a lot growing up. I've
Yeah.
been through a lot
Yeah.
health wise, but
Yeah.
we couldn't believe her best friend was named Angie too. Like what else?
Yeah.
And I swear, in talking to my husband, the only thing me and Kim have that's different is she's more quiet and a more, how would I
Yeah.
say, a more
Yeah.
gentle.
I said that.
Yeah,
I know a person named Jim Terry too, but I ain't not with him anymore.
that's right.
Good for
And
you, sweetheart.
Kim's not going to cuss them out and tell them to F off, but I sure will. And I did. And I did
Oh.
for Kim. I didn't mention her name, but I put it in a different language and I put it on one of their lives when they were doing that stupid
Oh,
funeral.
you did?
Oh, yeah, girl.
You know what
Oh.
really bothers me is that they have that wickedness and that ugliness in their heart.
Yeah.
Because most
Mhm.
people wouldn't do that to others.
Well,
I
no.
know. I know Kim because Jim Terry is not on here anymore because his channel got taken off.
Thank you, Cushy. I appreciate it, hun. I love Cushy too. And Mad Hatter, do you have a channel?
No, she don't have a channel.
Okay.
Oh.
She's like
Freaking
you, she don't
girl.
want a channel.
I know, right? I've just subbed to Miss Latoya. I love that name.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Kind of like it won't let me hit on the link. Come on. There.
Yep.
There we go.
Could we get Freeside out of my chat, please?
Yeah, that needs to go.
Oh no. I said that. I did
Yes,
not see him at all.
I said Washam Warrior. Yes. I'll say it
Yeah.
again. Washam Warrior. Washam Warrior. Washam Warrior. Bye,
Who?
Freeside. Bye.
Can we
Bye.
block him, please?
What?
We need to
Who?
block Freeside here.
Okay.
Oh no, because I did not watch what I did with him because Freeside is on another channel now.
Freeside is a
Thank you, Cushy, because I couldn't get
someone
her
who
out.
is very wash.
Yeah.
They can't think for themselves, and they go where
What?
Where
yeah,
I am kicking him off my channel too.
yeah. Just I mean
he's everywhere.
Freeside's watching. This is very touching and everything, but did
Yeah.
Kimberly say Washam Warrior? Yes, I did. Yes, I did because
Whoa.
she's
I
not
did not know this
girl.
about him.
She's not a mean girl. She's not a part of the C Club. She's not any of that no more.
Yeah.
She is a Washam Warrior.
I will no longer be a part of that narcissist, toxic,
Absolutely.
vileness.
Yeah.
It is not in my heart or soul. I cannot be that way.
No, I love you too.
No.
I'm very ashamed for being a part of it at all.
I know.
Awesome. Because she got Freeside out of here. It's like
I
was about to go Beyonce on them and be to the left, to the left.
Yeah.
Take your crap and go to the left. Nobody.
If Betty were to come and chat,
Yeah.
I will make her a moderator.
Yes, because she is a good one. She catches it. I know I'm a little slow, but Kim wants me to be her co-host.
Yeah.
I am just so delighted, and it was like it's a pleasure. It's a gift that she would want me to be her co-host. I was helping her, and you can tell. Do you want to tell them
about what?
I know
about what my husband said, that if we did one together,
Oh,
Yeah.
the name of it?
Yeah, my husband was so
It
cute.
would be oh, what was it?
Sweet bee.
Kimball Beetle?
No,
Yeah.
sweet bee and
Sweet Bee and Maple Tree.
yeah, sweet bee and the maple tree. My husband was listening and he
Oh,
heard
that.
that
Yeah.
So,
and he said that would be a good one. But I am
Yeah.
everybody told me you need to do a channel, you need to do a channel, you have the heart, you have the humor.
Yeah.
And I am. I've always been the funny one. And with the diseases I have to be lighthearted and funny because
I know.
God did not give me these diseases, but He's been right beside me to pull me through every attack, every, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like, that's just me. And like I said,
Yeah. Yeah.
me and Kim, personality wise, because she's much thinner and more pretty than me
oh,
Yeah.
and younger. She's 43, I'm 47. I'm in menopause, ready to kill anybody that says something to me.
Whoa. I did not know that, Kim.
Oh, yeah, 47 years old. And
Oh.
I was kind of pushed off into early menopause at 40 because of the two diseases I have,
Yeah.
Crohn's and multiple sclerosis. They're both autoimmune deficiency diseases. So I have like a non-existent
she says
immune
I have
system.
LaDawn as a mod.
Who?
When did I ever mod her? She is I know she's a problem.
Yeah, what she did to Betty?
Why did I even mod her?
What?
Yeah,
That's weird.
get her out of there because she's not a.
I don't even see her.
I do in chat.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Cushy says the wrench. Her Kim LaDawn is back with 777. Yeah, bye bye. If you were
Of
with
course
them,
she is.
take that and the ignorance and hatefulness back onto where you belong, honey.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa. I said that. And read the chat too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Well,
thank you, Cushy, because she put my signature purple hearts in the praying hands for LaDawn, or not LaDawn. See, y'all got me confused. I got MS
Oh no.
for Latoya, which I
Yeah.
shouldn't have forgot because one of my good friends from high school is named Latoya.
Oh no, Kim. I said that I got another sub already. Another one.
Right?
oh, I tell
Yeah.
you what, that woman is nothing but
Rebel.
yeah. She is so double-sided,
Mhm.
and I know she's eating up all this attention she's getting.
Whoa.
And I know she's in the spotlight right now.
Yeah.
But like all things on YouTube, it will end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How long did it take before we started realizing that, I'll say it again, the one that's nicknamed initials C-Rag, it didn't take her long at all. She just started slowly picking them off one by one and getting rid of them. Saying,
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to let Kim, if Kim wants to say it, I don't think she
Yeah.
wants, like me, I just don't want the negativity of even giving them a word on her channel of speaking their name. But it's up to her.
I'm not gonna say names because I'm not gonna give them
That
I'm
attention.
not gonna give them that attention that they crave.
Yeah.
They know who they are. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And that's why I said, with the initial CR and then,
Mm-hmm.
just say C-Rag. If you know Betty or on Betty's channel, you'll know what that means and who it's
Whoa.
to.
Yeah.
But she's in the group that were hateful and horrible to Kim.
Whoa.
Like,
Uh-huh.
me and Kim even said yesterday during our talk, we're going to pray for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
We
That's
forgave.
all we do.
Yeah, she did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
After I
Yeah.
unsubbed to them all, I didn't have to, because you don't have to have them standing in front of you. You just say you forgive them in the name of Jesus,
Yeah.
and you give it to God. You get rid of it. You forgive, and if you're not wanting, because they don't
Yeah.
change, same thing I did with my biological father. I
I'm not,
forgave him
I
for not being
know,
ready.
right. I know deep down inside that with the channel I am wanting to have, I'm not going to have the big numbers like the drama
Oh,
does. But you know what? That doesn't matter to me.
no, that doesn't matter. But you
No.
will get them, and we already talked about that. So, moving along.
I can't. I said that I cannot believe that Nick is in there too.
I
Who?
know.
Nick.
Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you just said it. That's who I was referring to. Um, might as well get it. I didn't say it. But yeah, and then the whole funeral crap they did was just
Yeah.
where they like,
Yeah.
That was the cherry on top. I mean, they
yeah,
already had a parody
mm-hmm,
about
yeah,
making fun of me.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
that really hurt. But the funeral thing
I know.
way beyond repulsive.
and the
I can't. I
lie,
said
I mean,
that. I might get off my phone right now. It about to go dead.
Oh no, plug it up to the charger.
I
yeah,
did.
don't leave us.
We love you, Latoya.
Okay.
Yeah, and if there's anybody in chat that would like to say something, the
Yeah,
StreamYard is pinned.
yes,
And
Yeah.
you are more welcome to come up here and share your point of view
mm-hmm,
or your opinion
yeah.
or your thoughts or your feelings.
Because I will still be on panel
Yeah.
as co-host, but I will keep quiet and let them talk. Because my MS
Okay.
is all over the place. Y'all know that. But see, Kim loves me even though I have that problem
Yeah.
because of the lesions on my brain from the
Yeah.
People got
multiple
to realize that
sclerosis.
we're not perfect.
No.
I am.
They have no room. They have no room
Love
to.
you, girl. She
You
said
know,
I
we
am.
all have our quirks, our flaws, but
Yeah.
you know, people don't know how to love.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing Jesus tells his
I know.
disciples that we're to do. Love your
Yeah.
everyone, love your neighbor, however you say it, as you would love
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Live
this
by the golden
racism
rule.
crap,
Treat others the
everything.
way you want to be
Oh.
treated.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes you're going to go out there and you're going to love and you're going to be nice to people who don't deserve it.
Yeah.
But that's, if you think about it,
Yeah, it's okay.
they deserve it more because they need it.
They're
Yeah.
lost, and
Yeah.
we're supposed to be,
Yeah.
not out there preaching the word. We're not prophets. We're not, but we can share how Jesus and the Lord wants us to be. We love, like Kim said, any small thing you can do each day.
Yeah.
You never know how big that door you opened for her or that
Yeah.
smile you gave to that man. You don't know how that affected them and brought them up. So do it just because it's being nice.
And
Yeah.
the world that we're living in, kindness is actually like a superpower
Mm-hmm.
because people don't know how to show kindness.
No,
They're
Yeah.
selfish and
lost it.
all they care about is themselves.
And subs and money, and all say that they don't want drama, yet one of creators always talking bad about the other, and all 3 or 4 that I can think of off my head do it every day.
Yeah.
And one of them, and I won't mention her name, the one that did the funeral crap, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
She had me hoodwinked for big time. I never saw that one coming. That came right out of left field. Like, what?
Yeah, that came out of the blue. I was trying to be the better person
And you
and
Yeah.
let
are.
them go and just let them get on with life. Let me get on with life. But 3-4 weeks later, they're still talking about me.
Like, why?
Yeah,
Yeah. Just to
yeah,
hurt
I've
you.
never instigated. I've never argued.
No.
I've let it go.
Yeah. You gave it to
Yeah.
God. You forgave and gave it to God. And like I told you yesterday, you move on. You have, I told
I
Kim,
am.
I said, you have moderators and you tell them,
Yeah.
get rid of them. If they're on that site, get rid of them. Not because we're being ugly. We are just
I
removing
am.
the negativity.
Yeah.
Latoya, I just love Latoya because if I'm hearing right, a while ago she said when Kim said we just, you know, don't we
Yeah.
we're not to hate them or something. Latoya said, I do. And then what she just said, another one kind of like that. And I was like, oh my God, I love her.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying, me and Kim are like two peas in a pod. But when it comes to like the big time,
Yeah.
getting at them
Yeah.
with the foul mouth, I'm there.
Yeah.
Kim does it. She's not that way. And she
Oh.
keeps quiet. But I
Yeah.
couldn't. And I know that Cushy has went to bat for her. And
Yeah.
I went to bat for her. But now, like yesterday when me and Kim talked this over, it's like I'm glad she's keeping her name. Don't give them that satisfaction because there is a thing called moderators and they are to remove those people for her out of the chat. Not in a mean way,
Yeah.
just by. But while ago with the Freeside thing, da 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 da. But did Kimberly
Yeah. I know.
hear? They hate on Betty and they hate on her for nothing. And
The thing is they were trying to groom us not to like these people because
exactly,
they did not like those people. But
exactly what my husband said.
when you step back from all the people that they made fun of or hated or whatever, you realize those people are amazing people, and they
Yeah.
are trying to be. Just hold on for a minute.
Yeah, I heard it. You cut out for a second. Is our girl Latoya still up here?
Yeah.
Okay, hey girl. I was just making sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kim, you muted out for about a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely, Cushy. Don't think about it too much. Your heart
I'm
still
not.
hurts when you do. So, F them all. That's how you
Yeah.
got to be. Move on. Let them stew in their own repulsiveness.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
them, because like my husband even said, because he knows that he's the one that works full time. I homeschool our
Yeah.
daughter, but
Yeah.
I have these, diseases. Sometimes I have an attack or a flare where I'm literally in bed all day. I just can't get up
I
and
know.
move, but I try and I do my
Well,
little
see,
Yeah.
cycling.
that's where I was during my break. I had a major flare up,
Yes, and that I prayed
Oh.
and it made
and
me
I
so
was in
sad.
bed for over a week.
Yeah.
I didn't have the strength. I was in so much pain, and
Yep.
I try not to use my pain like, oh, look at me, I
Yeah.
have fibro, feel
And
sorry
they were
for me.
saying one of them said Kim used her excuses all the time of her health. Not me, Kim,
Yeah.
but our Kim
Oh,
here.
I know.
And I'm like, no, she doesn't. You When you're asked, and I remember 2 times on 2 different panels of the old
Yeah.
where Kim said, because they asked, when they welcome you in and say hi to everybody, and they got to
Yeah.
Kim and, oh, hello, Kim, and Kim, how are you doing? Kim would respond with, I'm not feeling good,
Yeah.
having this or that, and they
Yeah. I
would,
said that I ain't about
yeah,
to take me a nap right now.
yeah. praying hands and everything, acting like
Yeah.
I
They
can't
cared.
act. I can't even act that good. Like they
Kim.
could get an Oscar for pretending to care about Kim. They never did. None of us.
No.
Are you going to go get a nap, Latoya?
Yeah.
All right, girl. You get a good
Well,
one.
honey, I want to tell you that I love you and I appreciate you being here
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope you feel better, and I pray that
I
life
am.
gets you. And
Okay.
thank you for being here, honey, and
Okay.
supporting me.
Thank you. Bye, girl.
Okay.
Bye, sweetheart.
See? Just like we talked about, Kim, I meet good people here on your channel. Good people. That's what I want. Like my husband knows about, because I talk. Yeah, people are like, what? They're not real friends. They're on YouTube. They're behind a screen. And my heart is like Kim's. Like we feel that connection. Me being the emotional bound empath, like it is not easy sometimes for me. For like Kim knows, it's a curse and it's a good thing, because yes, I feel icky and cry when someone else I love or even don't know is hurting. I feel it. And it's just worse and much stronger when it's my own family and friends
Mm-hmm.
and they're close to me. They don't even have to be close. They can be over the phone. I will feel it. But I also, that's the curse part. But the good part that I embrace more is, well, I have to embrace the whole thing because it's the way God created us all in his own image. That is why I am. We are here to teach something and to learn something. And in
Yes.
my husband said to me that he thinks that when I prayed 18 plus years ago to send me a good godly man who will love and accept me and for the diseases I have, and of course 18 years ago when we met, our two grown daughters who are going to be 26 in July, a day apart, they're the same age, that's how we met, is through their friendship. But we don't use step in our family because it's a division number or a division kind of thing. We don't like division. Our family is what we call like what Kim even told me I learned yesterday. It's called a Heinz 57. I was always known it to be like a melting pot of everything, but that was what you called it, right, Kim? Yeah.
Yep, that's what my grandma always told
Yeah.
me.
And
And
my,
I was really little and it was funny. I was like, Grandma,
yeah.
why am I ketchup? Why are
Right?
you calling me ketchup? And then she finally had to say, Kim, you're a mixed mutt.
You're a little bit of Heinz 57, honey, and I like it on my steak. But my
But you know
husband,
what? I want to say that kindness attracts kindness.
yes, and evil will attract evil.
Exactly. And I want to help people
Yes.
in that aspect. I would like
Hmm.
I care about people.
Yes.
And I
You
just
don't
want
fake it because you can't.
I don't fake it, and I want to have fun. I want to interact. I want to be friends. I'm interested in what's going on in your life
Hmm.
because I care.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do? Well, I think it would be fun, but I need to have a live where I kind of just test things out and mess with it so I learn how to do it. But I
Hmm.
want to play Name That Tune.
Oh, that would be fun.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Yes, my best friend Angie has that like app on her phone where you do the name that song and you are playing against other people, because let me tell you, my girl, she knows every genre, every song. She's just a Heinz 57 with music practically. Her brother Joe is a singer, and he has CDs out. Joe James is what his name is. If you want to Google Joe James and hear some of his music, but he's not a big old superstar like Ryan Upchurch, but he does his own thing like
Oh yeah,
Ryan Upchurch. And he's more of a blues, um, jazz kind of.
that's cool.
Yeah, and he plays the piano
But
and the
you know
guitar.
what? It's the journey. It's not the reward.
Exactly. Well, because
And
remember, what we do
yeah,
here, we're stacking up our rewards in the kingdom.
yes. And I will never change. I will always be
Mm-mm.
kind.
Yeah.
And if people don't like that, then they need to just leave me alone.
Yeah. Leave you alone. Why is your name still in their mouth?
Yeah,
They
I mean,
give it up already.
everybody has probably been through very traumatic times,
Absolutely.
and they suffer from it.
Yeah.
And we can all talk about that we need to heal and let it go, and we need the power of the Holy Spirit and Jesus to help us grow.
And we also have all of our experiences. And real quick, I just saw in chat, it was Cushy.
Uh-huh.
Humans are social animals, and it's
We
harmful
are.
when they are not socializing right. Being around bad people makes you dark too. Boom. Cushy could not have said it any
And
better.
you know what? People with the heart that we have are going to be constantly attacked.
Yeah, because we're not hateful.
We're constantly going to be attacked, and that's that it is what it is. But it's a good fight. It's
It's worth it in the
it
end.
is so worth it, because if I can help someone, then I know I'm doing something right.
You are, honey.
And I have two beautiful children who are
Absolutely.
very smart, very independent, and I know I raised them right.
You did good.
People don't understand what I've been through, because what I've been through has made me who I am today.
Oh, yeah. They say never regret what happened in the past because at some point in your life, you wanted that. And it was an experience. Like I married, met my high school sweetheart at 15. We got married at 20, honeymoon baby. My fixing to be 26-year-old daughter was the best thing that really came out of that. Did we
Oh
hate
yeah.
each other? We split up and divorced when she was a year and a half, going on 2. But do we hate each other? No. Do we love each other? Yes, because we were good friends and dating first and then got married, and we have a beautiful daughter together.
Yes.
And only the vile, what I would call the vile, what do you call that word? Vindictive women, and some men do it, would ever keep their child away from their father or mother. And the ones that think that that's okay, they don't realize they're not hurting the spouse or ex-spouse. You're hurting your own children.
Oh yeah.
So like I told Kim yesterday, yes, I have 4 children. 3 that I birthed, 2 girls and a boy, and 1 bonus daughter because we don't use step, because her mother died and left my husband a widow when she was just a baby, 1 years old. So she's been my baby since she was 7.
Yeah.
And she lives, 3 hours away. I'm in Texas, but she lives like up by Dallas and east of Dallas in a beautiful home that her husband Caesar has given them. And she went got her paralegal degree online, and she is I think she starts in the fall. She wants to further it to which terrifies me, but it's okay. She wants to attend, the criminal justice and go through the police academy to become a
Good for her.
police officer. Yeah. And just like my brother Shane, they were wayward and very naughty and rebellious teenagers. And my brother cannot be more ecstatic that his niece, because he even says that's his niece too, is going into like the profession he started in before he became a detective. But he retires in 2 years, and I'm thankful, y'all, because then I'll be able to breathe at night. And my my oldest daughter's dad retired last year, so that makes me happy because I always feared for her that he would get killed in the line of duty or whatever. But now my bonus daughter, my baby girl, is going to be a cop. And up there, Dallas, Fort Worth area, I'm terrified because my
honey, all
cousin
you could do is protect them with
and
angels
pray. Yep.
and pray
Oh yeah.
for protection daily.
Mm-hmm.
But here in chat we have some some people who are talking musically, and I want everybody to know music music to me is just like
it says what we can't say.
it's everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my whole life, I've always had music. And that's one thing I'm very passionate about.
Me
I'm
too.
passionate about music. I'm passionate about poetry. Why am I so passionate? It's because those words are someone's soul written down on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, words are powerful.
Very. I even, like, me and my husband, we've done it even when we were just dating, because we've known each other for 18 years, but we have been married last month on the 16th, made 17 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, thank you. And I did. I lucked out. God sent me because I prayed. I came into our marriage with a 7-year-old daughter and a 1.5-year-old son who'll be 21 in August. Oh, my baby boy. Anyway, and both our daughters, Michaela graduated from Texas State in San Marcos here in Texas, which was 3 hours away. But that was even hard. But then when she graduated, and the boy that she fell in love with her, and they are getting married next spring. Her fiance, he waited 6 months for her to finish and get her degree, and then she moved to Fort Smith, Arkansas with him. And he is a personal trainer part-time, but he has this YouTube channel with his 2 best friends from like kindergarten. And they, like I told Kim, they bring in about $6,100 a month.
Yeah.
And they're more directed, of course, to
they
the
could help me grow my channel. That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. I told Kim that they might not join in the chats and stuff, but my daughter said that absolutely that Tyler would send, just like they did with my son. He has, he don't as much anymore, but when he did, his YouTube, he got to 1,000 real quick so he could do the lives, because his future brother-in-law, they sent some of their like a couple thousand of theirs. They have like 2,000 something subscribers, if that.
I tell you what, kids are such a blessing I would not know who I would be if I didn't have kids.
Absolutely.
They have been such a blessing to me in so many ways. I thank God
thankful.
every day
Hmm.
that I have wonderful kids.
Hmm.
It's
We
with
were blessed.
passion, with
Hmm.
kindness, with Jesus,
My
and
daughter,
they are good
Michaela.
people. They are hardworking people.
Absolutely.
My son is 16 and he's making $25 an hour.
Oh my gosh, she's still a baby at 16. My baby's gonna be
Yeah.
21, and I'm a mom. Oh, he's a mama's boy, even though he lived a lot um, with his dad and family because of my health. And I moved back here to Temple from Copper's Cove, and his dad's automotive shop. You know, he has his own shop and everything, and his grandparents on that side lived there, and his peepaw, who he was just absolutely head over heels for because he was in worked for the government. He was military, and
Uh-huh.
he was like head of the Department of Defense,
Oh.
and so that's why they spent um, my son's dad's younger years in Germany because that's where he was stationed. And then he did,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. And when
The but
the
Cheshire
whole,
is here.
huh?
Our Cheshire cat, she's amazing. If I have any
Oh,
mods
that's
in here, could you
nice.
please drop her link as well
Yes.
as she drop your link?
Hmm.
Because I want my friends to grow.
Hmm.
Seeing them grow makes me happy.
See, that's how I am. And Kim knows, like, when my kids would always come and say, Mom, what do you want for Mother's Day? Mama, what do you want for your birthday? I looked at them and I was like, you are my gift. I don't need anything. Your happiness is my gift.
Hmm.
And of course, that,
That's the best gift you could ever receive.
yes.
Making someone happy.
But just like with your kids, and as wonderful as they are, that you're blessed with, they would still make me and draw with their crayons a card or something, even when I said. And then, of course, my adult daughter that lives in Fort Smith, Arkansas, with her fiance, she works from home. She worked for a hospital who did all the patient appointments, and you get a reminder call, or um, someone calls to change their appointment time or a day. Well, she got a promotion and it almost doubled her pay, but she also got the option to work at home.
Yeah.
So she can come down here, like here next month. My
Uh-huh.
my husband and our 11-year-old Reagan are going to um, Padre Island and down
Oh, Betty
by the,
dear.
yeah.
Hi,
And
Betty.
the only reason I can't go is because with the MS, I can't be in the sun more than 20 or so minutes before I get sick.
And with your autoimmune disease, it's
Yeah.
really hard.
And sitting in the motel the whole time isn't going to be fun for me, right?
No.
But am I sad? No. I'm glad
Well,
because
honey, there's days where I don't feel it, but I know I have limitations and there's things in life that I can no longer participate in. But you got to make the best of what you have.
yes. And when you told me that, it was like, yeah, I've heard it said in different ways, but it felt good because I don't know anybody else here. Like I said, my circle's small,
Mm.
consists of my best friend of 35 years, my brother Shane, and sister-in-law, and my nephew Ian, who is now, oh my gosh, next February on Valentine's Day, which was kind of cute that he was born on Valentine's Day. But
Oh, yeah.
he also, I think I told you, Kim, he has, like, because I babysat him when
Hmm.
he was born. I didn't I didn't have my career in nursing anymore. I was getting disability because on top of Crohn's, the MS, they said I could not work. So I get a disability, but
Mhm.
I would give that away in
And
a
thank
heart.
God for that,
Yeah,
right?
because
Thank God for the disability.
yeah, I had to get it.
I really want to apply for it, but I'm so scared.
Well, I'll help you, just like I
I
did Steven. Remember before he went off and with Lisa to be with her, because that's when I was hoodwinked and thought she was a good person, and I wanted when he got here, I wanted him to meet her. When he came down here from California, it was to see us, and he, he was him and his dog, and he was just gonna, since he was retired, he's 57 now, and
uh-huh.
he was just gonna, him and his dog Ryder, such a cutie pie dog, was just gonna like go around and visit different coasts, because he grew up an hour from the beach, and that was him. He loved, but the Texas heat and humidity, oh, he just was
Oh, I
like,
can
he
imagine.
couldn't, bless his heart, he couldn't get out of here fast enough. And I told him,
Oh.
he was like, Texas sucks, sis. And I was like, I know, I understand. And he goes, I just can't. I love you and Shane, but I can't stay here. And I'm like, hun, we've lived here all of our lives and we don't even want to be here.
Yeah, I understand that. I've lived in Ohio all my life, and
Yeah.
there's times I wish I didn't live
Yeah.
here.
And I did everything. I did
I want to
everything.
change.
I got his attorney.
I want to change the subject for a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Not to be interruptive, but
I'm
I
co-host, so present here.
okay, my visions for my channel is to have it incorporated with music, poetry, friendship, and everyday life struggles.
Yes.
I'm not going to claim to be a psychiatrist or a therapist, but I've experienced a lot and I can help people with it.
Betty's
Um,
here. I didn't.
yeah, I told you Betty was here.
Oh my gosh! Like Betty knows, you got to reel me in and hush me up. I didn't
And
hear that.
like I
Okay.
said, I have the StreamYard pinned. Betty, if you want to
Oh
come
yeah,
up here,
my
you're
Betty.
more welcome.
Betty is such a sweetheart, and she doesn't do drama on her channel either. She's done with that.
I will be honest. I'm really worried for Army Vet. Because I see him in all those channels.
Yeah.
I know he's a good person. I feel that deep down inside, but he's getting himself mixed up in a lot
Yeah.
of trouble.
He helped me act.
Trouble.
I don't know if he remembers, but Army Vet was telling me how to go about helping my husband, since he's a veteran too, get his medical and dental benefits, because he didn't get an in service,
Okay.
or however they call it, a service related injury, and
Uh-huh.
they changed to that rule the year he got out, and he would put in all his 4 or 5 years, and
Yeah.
they had that rule that he did get his GI Bill, and he graduated from Tarleton State
Well,
with
I
a
tell you what, I mean,
associates in
as
computers,
long
but
as I've known Army Vet, I know he's a good, solid person.
he really is.
And I know he wants to build his channel.
Hmm.
And I don't know if going into those chats is his way of trying to build his channel. But honey, speaking from experience, you
Get away
don't need
from him.
that. You don't need that. I care about you, and
Army Vet, you're amazing. Don't let them get you, guy. Don't let them. Oh,
okay, Becky, I understand.
oh, okay, Betty. But I'm so glad you came. Everybody, I love Betty. She is wonderful, just like Kim, and she is really good at just modding. Like Kim, I think Kim is going to mod you because you're really good at it.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
forgot to do that.
and
Oh
Betty,
crap.
no,
Run
Betty,
it.
because Betty is one too that I talk offline with and is on the list of numbers like Kim Maple too that have my husband's my husband has their numbers in a book to let them know in case I'm in the hospital, which does happen. But like Betty was worried one time because she didn't know where or why I wasn't responding. I mean, she might know the whole details about that. I don't remember because I was in the hospital, but my husband didn't. I hadn't put her number yet on the list for my husband to reach out to let y'all know I'm not gone. I'm just in the hospital. So now, that's how Betty will know and Kim will know and share with all of you where I'm at. Anyway, I love you, Betty. I'm glad you came. She's wonderful. Because Betty, for Kim, I even told Kim, for Betty, she's been through it all. Who has a stalker for 7-8 years? Like, that person has no life. Uh-oh. Where did my Kim Maple go? Get back on here. And I'm like, well, I'm all by myself. Should I sing? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. Okay, I'm done. Where are you at, Kim? My Kimmy Poo. My Kimmy Poo and my Betty Boo. Those are my girls. And I guess I'll have to have my Cushy Coo. Well, that sounds inappropriate. I'll have to figure out something else. Don't worry, Cushy. I will find it. I'll find something. Because that's the purple hearts are my signature hearts to give. And I call Betty when I say hi to her, it's, hey, my beautiful Betty Boo. There she is. You left me. How dare you? You don't leave your co-host.
Sorry. Thank you for holding it up.
I did. I sang to them the song, a little bit of the song, This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. But then I stopped because I didn't want to make everybody.
Well, the reason why I titled my life today, This Little Light of Mine Will Shine, is because I have a light, and that light is the Holy Spirit of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And it will shine, and I will help others. And no
Betty
matter
even said that you'll be.
what comes against me, it is not going to dim my light one iota. Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
I was reading chat trying to figure out what Betty was saying with WB Kim.
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back. See, I'm telling you, I was very honored that you wanted me to be your co-host. Because like I told you, I was going to be just a co-host for one session type day that Betty does the spiritual stuff, because we all have. Also, Betty, if you don't know, I spoke with Kim about it. She also has had some encounters, and me and Betty have a lot to share too. And we want to hear, like, to have the channel where I would co-host, because I have some pretty amazing stories, guys. And just a little teaser so you make sure you don't miss it. 2 days after my mother passed. And I will just put it as it was something she said she would do that I would know that it was her. So I'm just going to leave you hanging. You'll have to join that session when either one of them
And
do it.
like I said, I want to do different things, and I think once I get back in the hang of things,
Mm-hmm.
I want to do just one day of a topic
Yeah.
to speak on. And then I want to have fun. I want to do lyrics to poetry.
Yeah.
I want to do that tune.
And that
I
too.
want to have fun and just, just have fun. I mean, honest to goodness fun. And it's not the fun of hurting people.
Oh my gosh, I love Army Vet. He said I'm a Christian, but I'm still on my path. I still have urges to slap people. Don't judge me. Well, see, Army Vet on Kim's.
I think we all do.
Yeah, on Kim's channel, we just like with Betty's channel, we don't judge anyone. We don't judge you. We don't judge. We love you. And
Yes.
and we are Christians, or what we call like we in my family, like Kim even said it was like in hers, I think Betty's too, that we do know God. We've learned about God. We know Jesus is our Savior, but we're also spiritual, because how can you not be when you've experienced these exact, encounters that you can't disprove that like Jesus says, we're not separated from God. He told his disciples also that the body is what dies. This heart and spirit go on, and we're surrounded by them every day, all day. And Betty even has, I'm sure, because she wouldn't have, I don't think, I know Betty, I don't think she would have deleted it. But I saw the same thing she was, and that her little dog, beautiful Miss Victoria, reacted to it as well. And it was her mom. I'm telling y'all, I hope she shares that video or puts the link in for it, because that was so amazing. And I felt blessed to have been watching when it happened.
Yeah. And when you see things like that, it only encourages you
Mm,
to, have that faith that's going to happen for you.
yep.
And Army Vet, I don't doubt that you're a Christian. Okay, honey? But when you surround yourself
With
with
trash.
really, really wicked people, that doesn't help your soul or your spirit.
No, it brings you down.
Yeah. I mean, I did it for, what, a year and a
Mm-hmm.
half? I'm ashamed of myself.
Mm-hmm. Honey, we all are ashamed of ourselves for something or another. I'm
I'm ashamed
ashamed.
that I got fooled
Yeah.
into thinking that I
But
was caring for.
that's not your fault. You can't help it, honey, that you have that heart that is so, like I told you yesterday, me and Betty have even talked about it. We have those hearts where we automatically are so eager to find the good in people that we overlook and not see what they're masking.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, we all have our time of waking up and being like, okay, I'm out of this. I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
It's not serving me in a good way. It's bringing down my vibration when I want it to be lifted.
Mamacita, we will have a gummy poetry night.
And I saw her say that. What is a gummy poetry night?
How do I say this?
Because I've never heard it that way.
Well, yeah, I've never heard it that way either, but I know what she's saying. Um, Not saying that it's right, and it's something I need to work on, and I will work on it. But I like gummies.
Me
Not
too.
I don't, I'm not in it for, being stoned.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
THC
yeah.
gummies. I like
But
those too.
what the thing gummies does for me is it relaxes because my body's constantly tense.
Yeah.
So it relaxes me to the point where it relieves
Yeah.
pain.
So I can
And
already tell you that you are more of an indica strain type
mm,
of gummy. I'm more of the sativa. I
you know what? I've heard a
energy
lot
in
of
the
people say that. I
yeah.
really have.
You should do that because that one not only takes care of the pain, it lifts your spirit, makes you happy,
But
and
for me, it does the
energetic.
opposite. It makes me tired.
Oh, yeah, it's different with everybody.
Yeah. It always used to be sativa, but they make these gummies they're hybrid, so
Uh,
they're a little bit of both.
yeah,
And that to me is like the best option because I'm not I'm not out of my mind. I'm to the point of relaxation.
which is what you need, I think, for being all tensed up.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's better than putting medicine in your body.
oh yeah, I think we had that talk too. That I vape the 5% nicotine. My favorite is the Orion, and it's the or brand Oriana vape, and it's summer peach ice. Love it. And I quit
Mm-hmm.
for two
Well,
different reasons. Here you go, babe. Make sure you
Army
hold it.
Vet, I understand what you're saying. I really do. And that's noble of you to
Yes.
want to go to sinners
Mm-hmm.
to plant seeds of the gospel. But and maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm not seeing you do that. And I'm just seeing you constantly there and in your own way making fun of people. And I don't condone you of that because I have no right
Condemn.
to. But you need to surround yourself with people who's going to uplift you, who's going to be positive, who's
Welcome
going to
back.
help you grow, who's going to be honest and real. These people are as fake as a $3 bill. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Well, now I vape too. Like I quit smoking in December. The 26th of this month will be 6 months no cigarettes, but
Good for you.
I have to start eventually weaning myself. Well, you heat it first and then bring it to me, and I'll roll it up for you. Sorry, my little Reggie poo. Um, and it's like they have the nicotine vapes, and they also have like here in Texas, it's gone medicinal, but they're not. It's new, so they don't have like the medical marijuana cards. They don't have you just and it's an all cash deal. They don't even take private insurance. But
Oh,
in time it will turn that way
oh yeah,
because
I think so too.
I'm prescribed and I'm under the care of a pain management specialist,
Me too. Me too.
but I don't like the pills because I think that they're going to do more harm on my liver and kidneys. And I'm not trying to be on dialysis by 50, come on. And so I'll only take them one every so often, that when I'm really hurting and can't even get to sleep. And
Right.
that's when I'll take one because I don't want those
Well,
toxins
there's
in my
there's
body.
that fine balance
Hmm.
of being reliant
Yes.
and being like, okay, I'm in a lot of pain. I can't tolerate it. I need
Yeah.
that break.
Yeah. You want
I
it to
can't
go
take it
away.
no more.
Yep. That's how it is. It's like when I get to that point where I cannot take it anymore, that's
Mhm.
when you got to cool it off the top. But yes, but anyway, here in Texas, though, it's legal that they have the what's called Delta 8 and Delta 9
Uh-huh.
vape, which has the THC mixed with the CBD in it. And those I've tried. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
I only can do them since I see my pain doctor every 3 months. And
Mm-hmm.
you're on contract, and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's two no-nos that will get you kicked off
Yep.
that. And
Oh, for
that's
sure.
if the pain medicine that they prescribed you does not show up in your urine, you're done, because they
Yeah.
automatically think you're
That
selling
you're
them.
selling them, yeah.
And here in Texas, I don't know about anybody else, but they're going for like, and I was just curious because no, I don't pay for them. I don't even take the ones I have. I could sell them, make money, but no, I don't want to go to jail. Um, they, um, it's like weird how they will let that be okay, because it's only like a certain percentage that they put of the THC. But I can only do it for 2 months, but then the third month before my
Yeah.
next appointment, I
Mm-hmm.
have to not
Stop.
even take a
Yeah.
puff, right? Yes.
Same here.
Yeah, because if that, does, your medication
I
don't
mean,
show up,
I am
and
eligible. I'm eligible to get the green card,
yeah,
but it's like I don't know, and I'm scared. There's not something that's has convinced me that it is going to take my pain completely away.
I can only tell you that it takes mine, like because I have a Delta 9 vape,
Uh-huh.
and like I was saying, that's the other no that will get you kicked off, is if something besides that pain medicine shows up in your
Oh
drink.
yeah. Hey,
You're
I've been in the system for over 27 years.
Yeah,
I
it's
know. I know.
awful.
But the thing about THC, it's not habit forming unless you are one of those type of people that are obsessive.
Right. And that's why I don't believe, I had a friend a few years ago who actually told me that they couldn't. I wanted her to stop doing illicit drugs and, only take ones by her doctor. She loved like doing coke, like blow.
Oh.
And cocaine, or blow as they call it, is a party drug.
Oh
You
yeah.
you take a line or two, and for 4 hours or so, you're out there partying with your friends. You got the energy.
I
You're having
I've
fun.
never been the one who
Yeah,
is able to do that stuff.
yeah. I
I
have
made
only done it once, and I didn't not like it, but I didn't want it to, because I kept hearing, oh, how addictive it is, and I didn't want that, because the only reason I even was tried it was because I happened to be divorced, and I hadn't met my son's dad yet, and I was dating, because Fort Hood is just 20 minutes away from where I live, and of course lots of GIs, go to the clubs, one of them, called Wild Country, was nicknamed Wife Country because that's where all the wives would go, they said, when their men were transferred or just, you know, overseas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, whore bag, get home. Get home and be proud of your man. He's over there. He could die saving our country, and you're out here dancing with other men. Ugh. Anyway, I dated, and his name was Noah. I'm not going to say last names. I couldn't even tell my brother, and he begged. He begged me to try to get his last name because he was going to report him, because we were dating for 2 months. I was 24 at the time, 24, 25.
Uh-huh.
And that I met him at Wife Country Club, and he asked me to dance, and he was really cute. He was a GI, and he, I don't know, he was just very charming, very
Uh-huh.
funny. And I like my son's dad is completely all about being funny and jokes. And that's what I fell in love with. But Noah, I don't know how. I even asked my husband, who is a veteran and was at Fort Hood, like, how did he not get caught? Don't y'all get pee tested? And he said, no, that when he was stationed there in Fort Hood, they only will test if they have a suspicion that you're using drugs. So that's
Wow.
how he did it. And he not only did it, he sold it. And so
Oh,
that's
wow.
how that was like the only time I used it, because I didn't have to pay for it. But then it was about a month, almost 2 months, I'd say, that we had been dating when he invited me to
Okay.
Colleen, to his friend's house that lived in the country. And I went after work, and it was like supposed to be a couples type barbecue thing. Well, when I showed up and I went inside, there were like, from inside and outside by the grill, there were about maybe 30, if I had to guess, other dudes, men.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was like,
It's alarming.
yes, definitely. And then when I looked around, and I noticed very quickly that I was like the fifth of the only four other women that were there. And I'm thinking, okay, no, I'm not going to be a part of some big old roofie orgy. Okay, I know.
No, no.
And that's what the
Well, there's
emotional
times where
empath
you
told
walk into,
me.
yeah, there's times where you walk into situations and your heart and spirit's telling you,
Hmm.
oh, this is not good. You need to go.
Yes. That's like, because my best friend and also Betty, they're an empath, and they're the intuitive kind.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are like, they think you're psychic or can read their future. Yes, psychic people who claim to be psychic, and maybe they are right. They're not, the real ones, do have some empath to them. But being an empath, whether the intuitive or emotional bound one, and a couple of others I can't remember, doesn't
Mm,
make you psychic. It's just
no.
what you can feel. And like Betty and my best friend, I know that the being the intuitive empath, like my best friend and Betty, my best friend, she can tell within 5 minutes of just talking and being around someone to know if they're a POS and a fake friend, and you don't need them. You don't need to be around them. And she
Okay,
say,
I wanna address ATO. Honey, you came in late, and people that know me know what I've been going through, and this was just a live to try to uplift people and let them know that I will not take part of that ugliness, that wickedness,
mhm,
and I will keep going on. And I have ideas for my channel. We're just talking about basically life experiences right at the moment.
yeah, bit of everything.
Yeah,
Where
we're
your
not
channel?
expecting something bad to happen.
Yeah,
No.
kind of like a moving forward kind of. She went live to, because she's keeping her channel, but she's going to go a different direction with it, and all fun. Nobody from the past that are a part of the evil, the bad, the just the energy. She doesn't want it on her new,
No,
same channel but different.
I will not tolerate that no more. This is going to
Yeah.
be a
BS
channel
drama
of,
free.
yeah, it's going to be a channel of comfort, fun, friendship, and you know, I
sharing
want this to
things
be
and having
I
fun.
want this to be everybody's channel. I don't want this just to be Kim's channel. But
Okay.
the things that I'm a little selfish on is I love music and I love poetry.
Like
So
me.
so you're gonna have to deal with that if you're gonna be here. But there's gonna be more to it than just those things. You know what I'm saying? But I wanna take my channel to um a different
Higher vibrational feel.
yeah.
No BS, no drama, helping people, being friends, um, loving people for who they are and not putting them down for who they are not. And
Right.
the
And
motto really for Kim's new, same channel, but new in a way, the motto is like what I go by. And it's a quote that I use a lot. And I even shared with Kim. And I think that that is the vibe of where she's going with her same name, but new channel direction is I am just who I am because I will not ever be, or I am who I am and I will never be who I am not.
right.
That was a quote that my husband found and sent me because I was always feeling guilty that I was hurting and I couldn't make dinner that night or I didn't make it to
Oh
my
yeah. When
daughter's gymnastics. It's
when it comes to pain and disease, there's a level of guilt and shame with it.
it is. And my
Sweetheart?
husband my husband is such a
Yeah.
big part of keeping me lifted. And
Kimberly,
yeah.
we have ATL on panel.
Okay.
So
Hi, Cynthia.
welcome him. He's a
Hello.
new guy.
Oh, I just wanted to tell you, I don't know anything about
That's not
anyone's.
ATIL.
Yeah, I don't know anyone about anyone's history here.
Right.
Uh,
Well,
yeah, I don't know
just
any.
to be brief with you, I'm not going to get into it. I've been experiencing internet bullies, cyber bullies.
Hatefulness. I thought you said
Hatefulness.
ATIL. That's not ATIL.
ATL, yes.
Oh,
ATL.
ATL. Oh, I thought you meant ATIL. ATIL.
No,
Sorry. Oh,
no.
okay. Oh, well, I nice to meet you, ATL.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe I've
ATL
ever.
is a really, I think he's a very intelligent man.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
just from what I've gathered.
Well,
Um,
I'm happy to meet you. I don't think I've ever seen you or met you before.
and
Yeah.
hello, Crystal Combs. Thank you for being here.
Okay,
No,
so
I just when I heard you talking about uh, the girl going into a party where there's a lot of guys.
yeah,
And
that was
I
me.
always get. I mean, I always get confused. I guess there's always a need for precaution. I mean, to do anything,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess
Well,
you could get a bad vibe from things too. You just don't. You
yeah.
never know.
Well, you
Well,
just
and I
know.
did. I did get that vibe and I was like, I'm not going to be a part of this. I had only known him for a month and a half or whatever. That's the only time I ever tried cocaine and it was like, yeah, it's a party drug and I'm no longer friends with the one who was like, I can't stop. I have to have it. I'm addicted. No, honey, you're not addicted. That's not heroin or something else. It's a party drug. And I,
I
for,
didn't know. I didn't know that part of it. That there was drugs involved. I don't think I would.
yeah,
As a girl, go to a party where there's 30 other guys all
yeah.
on cocaine.
Oh,
That
yeah.
that that's a bad mix.
And he was mad because I was leaving and I basically didn't want to say anything to upset him because I had recently had one of his buddies tell me that he ever been mean to you because he has like an anger management problem. And I was like, well, no. But he goes, okay, well, my girlfriend really wanted me to, not like put him on blast, but just to let you know, because, with women, we're a little different than men. Our brains work a little bit different. Two guys that go to a bar aren't going to go to the bathroom together, but two girls or females, they're going to go to the bathroom together. Why? Because we're women, and that's just something that's okay. Just like kissing your best friend on the cheek and hugging them bye. For a dude to do that, that's not how dudes do it. They just do that little side hug, pat on the back, or shake the hand, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
Girls kind
immediately,
of hurt.
yeah. And I tried to leave, and he ended up slamming my door shut. And he goes, get back in the house. We're fixing to have our party or whatever. And I'm like, no, my stomach hurts real bad. I need to go home. So I was using my Crohn's disease as like an excuse to leave.
Mhm.
Awesome. And I knew that I emotionally felt that was not a friendly kind of barbecue hangout. I felt it was going to be a Rohypnol free for all,
Kind of like
drunken
something you'd
orgy.
see out of the 1970s, huh?
Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm getting out of here. And it took he busted my nose when he hit me. I mean, he didn't slap me. He used his fist and he punched me, knocking me down. I'm only like 5'2", and I was not very heavy. I think I weighed 160 pounds, and, not a huge girl, but, but he knocked me in the face so hard, it knocked me toward the back of my car. And all of his buddies, about 5 of them, had to pull him off of me so that I could get in my car, and they held him away while I left. Then, of course, I'm going to go straight to town, straight, because Fort Hood and Killeen is like 25 minutes away. I came back. I went straight to my brother's and his wife at the time, and I was crying. His wife, my sister-in-law, took me to the ER, and my brother, being a sheriff deputy, now he's a detective, but he wanted his name, and his last name, and I wouldn't give it to him because I just wanted him to go away and leave me alone. I didn't want to get him in trouble. And I don't know, I know Army vet probably does, and my husband even, because he's a veteran. You cannot do that. You'll get thrown out. Anything domestic or like that, you could lose your position in being in the Army. And I didn't want that for him. Because I was basically lucky enough not to be part of that. And I was able to get out of there with just a busted, broke nose and a lip that just needed 2 stitches.
I just want to say hello, Ray Jones. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you have to kind of shut me up sometimes because of the MS. I'm a talker.
Sweetheart, I really do.
So, and it's just, I don't know. It's not an addictive drug. And she kept saying, and I was trying to help her as a friend and tell her, you need to quit spending your money, because she would come to us, me and my husband, because she needed her electricity bill paid because she did have small kids. But she also would party on the weekends, leaving her kids with her older sibling or whatever, and go party and just coke it up all night. No, quit paying for that shit. Your kids need new clothes. We paid your electric bill this month. It was like, but I'm just addicted. No, you're not. Stop that. Oh, ew. I just said something that some other creator says that I don't like. But I told her, stop that. And I wouldn't. And I didn't give up on her.
Who are
I
these
could
people
not.
to you?
Yeah, I could not be her friend because
Kimberly,
yes, ma'am.
ATL asked you who these people are to you.
The one that busted my nose and broke it and
All of
busted my
them.
lip.
All of them. Everyone that you're talking about, who are they any blood relations?
No, the friend that I tried to help, that we had to pay because she was using her money to buy cocaine.
Mm.
She was a friend from high school. And the one I'm talking about that, between my high school sweetheart marriage and my oldest fixing to be 26-year-old daughter's father, and before I met my dad's or my son's dad, I dated, and I met at a club with my other good, it was my brother's ex-wife, Tanya, who we stayed friends, and she begged me to start going out because I was divorced from my husband and I worked, but was off weekends and Friday, Saturday nights. She would just beg me, come on, let's go. You'll have fun. So I would, and I did because I loved dancing. Like
Me,
even in hot, yeah, I
I love
love,
dancing.
especially, not just to country music. I love to dance just to regular music, but to country dance close with a cute, guy that knows how to dance and lead a woman right and do all the spins and stuff. I loved that because that's something I love to do. And he was cute and I was attracted. He was attracted to me. His name was Noah. We dated for not even 2 full months. And that's the only reason I had even tried or had my access to cocaine. To know it is not, because when we broke up after that, I did not crave it. I did not need it. I wouldn't have sold my children into slavery or pawned all my TVs. That is like an addiction, that a big time addiction.
Addiction's different for everyone. Some
Yeah,
people have it, some don't.
yeah.
It's different for
I
everyone.
just couldn't understand why she felt she needed to have it. The people that I have even known growing up that did it, they weren't addicted. They would just take a line or two and go out with their friends.
See,
It's not.
I don't understand the whole cocaine thing because I was always too chicken to try
Yeah.
it.
Oh, me too, until I met him. And that's the only illicit, illegal drug I've ever done.
Yeah, I've never done any kind of drug like that.
Yeah. It just works for maybe up to 4 hours and you feel good. And people always talk about the drip, the feeling that feels good, like that goes down in the back of your throat or whatever. But when I broke up with him, I didn't need it. I didn't use it. I wasn't going to pay for it. I mean, but these people are like, that girl, that was my friend from high school that we paid her electric bill. Honey, you got 2 babies and you're spending your money on cocaine because you think you're addicted? No, I could not
Yeah,
accept that.
when you have a kid, it's mandatory. Your life stops.
Yes.
That's it.
You
can
tend
see
to
There's
have
that.
no question.
priorities. There's
Yeah.
priorities that are
And
way important.
her priorities were not on her children, which they should have been first. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to, not like you because of your lifestyle. But when you're choosing your children, your babies, and me being a mother too, I just can't. I can't be a part of your life. When me and my husband are trying to help you and we're paying your electric bill because you spent your money on a drug to party with that you don't really need, because you should be worrying about getting a full-time job and taking care of your babies. But
Right.
we're not cruel. I did, and not even for her. My husband was like, no, on the way home.
I think we kind of ran down a different road here, Kimberly.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll finish that up. That was the only thing. And my brother being, working for the sheriff's department, he would not quit calling me and leaving messages. Back then, you still had like a home phone and a answering machine. And I finally picked up one day. I said, quit calling me. I don't want you. I don't like you anymore. I don't want you calling me. And my brother, he knew my brother worked for the county as a sheriff deputy. And I said, my brother is going to go talk to your uppers if you don't stop calling me.
Wait, he was in the military?
Noah, yes. The one that had the...
And he was doing coke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of that. My
So,
sister-in-law took me to the hospital, got my stitches. My brother begged me for his last name. I didn't give it to him. I wouldn't. But I did use it so that he would stop calling me. And after I said that, he stopped calling me. Okay, back on track now.
So, ATL, how are you doing today, sir?
Yes.
All right.
How are you?
Just doing some yard work.
Are you? How's the
Yeah.
weather?
That's what I was fixing to ask.
It's been really rainy the last few days, but today's the first nice day. So I went outside and I worked in
Awesome.
the yards. I replanted some strawberries and
Oh my gosh, yummy.
branches. Yeah, I cleaned up some branches and things like that. My lawnmower kicked out on me.
What is your trick to keep like rabbits and rodents out of your strawberries?
Garden.
I tell them not to do it. I yell at them.
I love this guy. I
was always told to take hair from your brush and Irish soap because that gives them a human scent.
But if you really want to do it, you could go over to the Tractor Supply store and you could buy fox urine. And if you sprinkle the fox urine around your yard, they'll stay out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or any hunting store will have it. I think Tractor Supply store has it. But if you anywhere in your garden or there's a couple of drops here and there, and the rabbits and things like that, squirrels, they'll run from that smell.
Oh.
And deer, if you're having problems with deer, the fox urine will take care of
Now,
that too.
what do you do about keeping bugs off of your plants?
I don't have big bug problems here. That's weird. That's weird. On my rose bushes, I do, and I spray the rose bushes down because I get the black spots and the yellow leaf on them. And there's just a regular insecticide spray that I buy from Walmart that I spray on my roses. But other than that, I really don't have a bug issue.
My dad always used cayenne pepper and vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for like aphids, you do a 1-to-3 ratio with ammonia. You buy a thing of ammonia, and so for every 3 cups of water, you put in 1 cup of ammonia, and you spray that on your plant, and you won't have like the tree bugs, the aphids. You won't have them anymore. That destroys every one of them, and it's a natural way to do it. Doesn't have all those weird chemicals in it. Just regular ammonia does the trick.
Yeah. This year, my pumpkin plants have just like went wild. It's like, whoa. So like my pumpkins are doing really well. I have an herb garden that is doing really well. But I have a lot of bunnies, and they tend to eat my strawberries.
Well, yeah, you got it. You have to talk to them. You got to tell them because they'll listen to you. But you have to get them usually around dusk time is when they start coming out and start, scurrying about looking for things. You go out there around 6:30, just as dusk is coming, and you wait there for them to show up. And when they show up, you say, excuse me, stop eating my damn strawberries. And I've had a lot of luck with that because I have a whole family of rabbits living under a bush, this big, huge, like a shooting juniper kind of a bush. in my neighbor's yard, and I swear I have at least a dozen. And I know when it's going to be bad because, around the early summer, May area,
Yeah.
I see them all hopping around. Now, I will go ahead and I'll throw carrots at the bush as a peace offering.
Oh, okay.
So it's a balance between a
Right.
good, strong talking to and sacrificial carrots that I throw out there.
And I think it, like, in Ohio, I don't know how it is with other states, but the migration of butterflies has dwindled. So I think it's very important to grow milk thistle and butterfly plants to keep the bees happy, and to keep the hummingbirds happy, and to keep the butterflies happy.
Yeah, I have a lot of, is it jasper or lavender? I got a lot of lavender in the front, and I always get a lot of butterflies with them, and then I get a lot of the big bees, the big yellow ones with the black on them.
Oh, okay, the bumblebees, like.
Yeah, I got a lot of bumblebees with them, and they'll land on you and everything. They don't bother you.
It's funny because I live near a bee like keeper place, and every once in a while we'll get their honeybees over at my place, and I think that's too cool.
Yeah, and if you can, and if you get yourself a little hive going, you get yourself a nice honey. I get my honey from a guy who lives really close to the house. He has a bunch of hives, and he has a spinner and everything else. Gets the honey out of them. Yeah, so I eat the local honey.
Yes, you gotta support local honey. Definitely.
Yeah, because if you're getting honey from different areas, it's not gonna have any kind of benefit to you. You need to get your local honey.
Exactly. So what's going on with your life, ATL? Wait, what do you got going on?
Oh, fighting the school system the best way I know how. They have it set up so you can't even speak to them.
Of course.
They're monsters.
Yeah, they are.
They cut off all access to redress your government. They cut it off completely. And then they have a police department, but the police department is like under them. So they have like their own private police. And as we all know, the police really don't follow the law. They kind of just go by whatever they feel. I can't think of any really. Most of them just go off the feelings, and they want to be a hero. Mm-hmm. So they're, they're not hero worshipers, but they people that seek the Nightingale syndrome, is it called? I think it might be.
Yeah.
Where they need to be heroes. They want to be heroes, so they go out doing things. They lie, they cheat, and they steal, all to be put in the eyes of others to be a hero.
Yeah.
And that's what's important to them, is to be a hero, not to actually do anything.
Yeah.
But
that's
just
why
to have
I love
someone
my
call me
brother, because my brother does not like that. He
nasty.
Actually tells stories of letting young mothers go. And this one time he pulled someone over for speeding, and she was late getting her bigger kids from school. And he said there was two toddlers in the back seat standing up because she was a single mom and couldn't afford car seats for them. Mm-hmm. The cops that you're talking about would have just gave her a ticket and sent her on her way. Not my brother. He told her to follow him to the school, get her two older children, and follow him to the Walmart. And he bought 2 car seats for the toddlers.
See, those are the kinds of things in life that really attract me to the humankind, because I know there are people out there who have a heart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, like, I've always volunteered. I've worked in a lot of supper kitchens, outreach programs.
That's awesome.
Work with the homeless and things like that. And if we ever heard of someone that didn't have Well, the people I worked with couldn't afford cars, but
Mhm.
I mean, the people that did, we would always have that there for 'em. No matter what. I mean, the basics, we'd have that for 'em. I mean, there was a time where you didn't need car seats. I don't know when it became the law for
I
people to have
know,
car seats.
right?
They're a good idea,
He's
but I mean, it's not the end of the world not to have a car seat. I mean, people have been doing that for years. They should, yes, but it's
Yeah.
not like, all right, what are you
Oh,
gonna?
I get you. Because I was 40, I'm 47 and a half.
Yeah, so.
But my mom, I remember how your mom would use her arm going into a red light or
Oh
yeah.
stop
yeah,
as a seatbelt, stick out that arm.
sure.
But I remember like we would just sit in the back seat, 1974 and 75 and on. They didn't have, until mid 80s, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know when
and all
I
that.
don't know when seatbelts
I want to
became
say it was
mandatory.
in the 80s. Yeah. I want to say it's in the 80s.
Yeah. So I remember, but like I'm going to try that. I thought he was joking at first, but I'm really going to tell them, please quit eating my daughter's strawberries and tomatoes. But we have a big garden
Hey,
outside
listen.
because I homeschool our daughter. And so she's 11 now. And that's why what you were talking about, the school system, that's why we decided, since
Oh.
we didn't homeschool our older children, but that was because I still worked as a nurse. But then I got MS on top of the Crohn's disease, and they said you can't work.
I have MS.
Are you kidding me?
No, I have MS. I just did Mavenclad.
What
Have you heard of
level?
that? Mavenclad. It's a chemo therapy
No, they
drug for.
don't.
I just did that. It's expensive,
Oh,
but I have the Veterans Administration that pays for it, so I'm
yeah.
lucky that way.
That's what
Uh,
we're trying to do. They won't give my husband, they have that rule. He's a veteran, but they made a rule about, unless you have a service related injury, the VA won't give you your health and medical dental
wait,
benefits.
what vision group are you in?
What?
What vision group are you in?
Vision group?
Yeah, so like I'm in Vision 7. That covers like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and
Oh, I
yeah,
don't
I think
know.
Texas.
We're in Texas.
You're in Texas. That's a different vision group from me.
Oh, okay.
What you just said there is
Yeah.
incorrect. Is incorrect.
That's what Army
hold
vet
on,
was.
hold on a second.
Okay.
A diagnosis of MS. Oh wait, does he have MS or?
No, he's a veteran, but he doesn't have any. But my brother told him that he should use PTSD because before he was stationed down here in Fort Hood in Killeen, Texas, he was in Lawton, Oklahoma. And when his wife died, my bonus daughter, we don't use step in our family, she was just a little over a year old, and he didn't, he struggled with it, but he didn't go into a deep depression or see anybody. But my brother was like, well, I'm sure he has PTSD from losing his wife so tragically at such a young age. And then he winked. So I was like,
was he in the service when that happened?
yes. When my bonus daughter or our daughter lost her mother, yes, he was in the service.
Okay,
So,
I just want
no.
to draw their attention right now to chat because I'm a little lost on what's going on.
Okay.
People are asking who you are, and I don't know who that's addressed to.
Well, they know who I am, but I guess
right.
they don't.
Yeah, and like because she says you should not have went to that flashback out. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like seriously
I don't either.
lost here.
I know. I didn't know I've never seen or talked with or knew about ATL, and that's why I thought you meant ATIL, Sherry. But
Oh
then,
no.
yeah, and then you told me, and this is the first time I'm getting to talk to him, and
Well, I
he's very
tell you what, from what I know and what I observed about ATL, is he's a very intelligent man. And I could
well.
see that.
Yes, obviously he sounds very.
I could see that.
Do you have
You
a
know,
channel? ATL, you have a channel?
he does have a
Yes.
chance.
Drop the link. I'm with Kim. We're starting over with, like, we unsubbed to all of the ones that brought ugliness and bad vibes and treated her very badly.
Here, I'll see if I could.
And that way we can talk. I can like message you, and you can tell me more about the veteran stuff, and we can continue with Kim's, because I feel we did kind of get off topic, and I don't want to do that.
Did that show up? But if it happened while he was in the service, then it can be service connected. He has to go into the VA and he has to ask for a compensation exam.
Yes.
That's what he needs to do. And then when the compensation exam goes, if his PTSD happened in during his military service and his military service made it worse, then
Yes.
he'll get a service connection.
Okay. Is
But
exact Army vet told me.
yeah, no, that's not. He has to put in for it. I mean, that's the first
Okay.
step. You have to go ahead and apply. You just tell them, you call them up. It's 1-800-827-1000, and you want to say, hey, I want to I want to go ahead and get a compensation exam. Now, did he serve in the war or?
No, thankfully he got out before the whole Afghanistan thing.
Yeah. So, no, did he serve? But is he a wartime veteran or is he a peacetime veteran? Because I'm like a wartime veteran. I served during Gulf Storm and
Yeah.
the first Afghan. So I'm considered a wartime veteran. I'm not a combat veteran. That's a completely different thing. But I served during time of war, and there's presumptive conditions. Like with my MS, it was a presumptive condition. So once I applied, I got it.
He just told me, because he just got home. He's a locksmith now, but he just told me, because he hears you on speaker. He said that he was in basic training while Desert Storm was going on.
Oh, so he went in right after.
Right.
After me. So he was in. Well, so he's considered a wartime veteran.
I guess so.
If you served during that block, in 1990 or whatever it was, and then it was again in '96, and then 2000 it started all the stuff that we have now.
Right.
But no, he's considered if he served during. Go ahead.
Maybe you guys can exchange.
Yeah. Yeah, I said for him to drop his channel
Emails and whatnot. Not that I'm against or anything.
No, honey, no.
I thank veterans for their service, because it does take a special type of person to be in the field.
And he is very special because God sent him to me, and for handling my sicknesses and helping me with our daughter and my hormones because of menopause. I'm a crazy, what we would consider a bat blank crazy bee.
But
we say it lovingly.
I'm going to ask you guys, and if anybody in chat would like to answer it, that's great too. You guys like music, right?
Absolutely.
Who doesn't, right?
Absolutely.
What would attract you musically to a channel?
Oh, I'm for all genres, and I listen to all genres.
Right, but what would, like, musically, what would you like to do on a channel?
Name that tune, karaoke, someone tell what their most favorite band is and give hints, and whoever like can name the song they're referencing to that band singing as their favorite from them. Like,
Okay.
because like I told you, I would
ATL.
do
ATL, right. ATL, you said that you like 60s music. Would you be interested in one night kind of being a
co-hosting that.
co-hosting? You know, it could be anything in the 60s genre. It could be a documentary, it could be a story, it could be anything.
Look at you, Kim. You
Yeah,
go.
sure.
That to me I would be honored for you to do that.
And that sounds so much fun, Kim. So much fun.
I mean, you don't have to go to great lengths to, I would like to see your aspect on the music that moved you the most.
Yes.
Because there's certain music that everybody's attracted to, and it means so much to them. And to hear other people's passion and how it has moved them, to me, that is just, I love that. I love hearing it.
Because
So,
I love
yeah.
music.
So it would be really great, ATL, if we could set up a night and do 60s music. If you're up to it. I mean, no obligation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
totally,
no. I could see a format developing in my little head.
Yay!
Yeah.
That would be awesome, ATL.
I would be grateful for that. No pressure.
And don't forget, Kim, I even told you, like, I know that you can't and just aren't able, but like, and it doesn't have to be big prizes to be won, but I do have a little extra spending money each month, and I would love to do that for your channel where
Aw,
people can win a little prize, and
that's amazing.
they don't
That's so
have
generous
to.
of you.
Yeah, because I did that with, but I think I did it kind of overboard and spent too much to do
Yeah,
it, and then
yeah,
to the Eagle boxes, but
right.
only for her to take the credit, and I didn't even care about that. It was that what you know like,
Yeah,
I'd
I
like to help,
understand.
but don't take me for granted. And
Yeah, don't
I know
use
you
me. Don't
wouldn't.
use my kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that
And
either.
yeah, well, you wouldn't. You're not that way.
I don't want to be a pushover.
No, and you're not. But yeah, it brings a little more fun. Yeah, it's fun to play, but who doesn't like to win and get a prize, right?
Right?
And you don't have to do it in the way of people not wanting to give out their address. Completely acceptable. If they have a Cash App or something, we could do like a $5 treat, $5 to go get you a coffee or an ice cream or something. We can
Right.
do it that way.
It doesn't have to be big.
Yeah, I know. It just
Yeah,
makes it
I
a little
love
more
that.
fun.
I love that.
Good.
I mean,
See?
if we could have people that have an extensive knowledge of a genre of music,
Mm,
I would love to hear it.
You know who my two favorites are.
I do.
Ryan Upchurch and Savannah Dexter. But I don't listen to like filthy rap. No.
No.
I like country rap, but not filthy.
Right.
Nothing
I
that
love
degrades
music.
women
I love music that makes you think
and
and
feel good.
has its deep meaning.
Mhm.
It's like poetry.
Yes. Like
That's the
I
music
love the
I'm
Beatles.
attracted to.
I'm not from the Beatles era, but I am a fan of the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I also am a fan of Elvis because my Aunt Margaret actually even got to meet him as a teenager while he was stationed in Fort Hood.
As
I went
far,
to the same basic training as Axl Rose.
oh wow,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
now that's my generation. I think that's me and Kim's generation of music for that kind. Hair metal
Yeah.
bands.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I went through stages of music,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm at the point where I appreciate music, even if it's something I'm not going to listen to. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it.
Well, because like me, you appreciate everything about the ones that you care about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why getting away from those people is good for all of us.
Mad Hatter, I understand that that's what you want, but when we do poetry, lyrics to poetry, that's something you need to do because that's someone you care about. And
Aww.
that's not me. You need to read her lyrics, not I.
Yes. And people do know because we don't have to, like I told Kim, I love, and just anytime you want me to co host, I told her, we will, because yesterday we talked and I was so proud that she was not going to let them win. She was not going to let them run her off YouTube because
I
we
was
were thinking about,
close.
yeah,
I was
she was
really close.
close. And it nearly broke my heart because I knew how much I loved Friday and Saturday nights on Kim's channel. Plus, I just adored her because you don't find many people that are just like you. And we are wonderful people, but we wear our sleeve on our hearts on our sleeve. We want to see the good in everybody. It's just not many of those are left in the world today, sadly.
No. And that's what my channel is going to be about. It's going to be very non-judgmental. It's going to be nothing but uplifting. It's not going to have no drama, no ugliness, no nothing. It's going to be free of that.
Right. I also just thought of something, Kim. How about a kind of the same, but maybe with movies or
What, like movie lines?
yeah, like guess what movie that line was in, and then another one would have been like I'm thinking, like I had told you, Grease. That's been my favorite movie since I was like 12. With John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. I I just love those kind of movies that are like set in the 50s and 60s. And we can like have people sing a favorite song that's in the movie, or if it's not a musical type movie.
When did Grease come out? What year
I
did
believe
Grease
in
come
the
out?
80s, right?
Um, I
Early
don't know.
80s?
I just know I was 11 when I first watched it, and it's been one of my favorite movies since. I have it in VH form or VHS tape form, and have it in
Uh-huh.
CD
Me
or
too.
DVD.
Me too.
And thank goodness, because I don't think they sell VHS PCRs
No.
anymore.
You would have to go to a flea market
Yeah,
or, yeah.
but I still have it in my treasured Rubbermaid box of stuff I want to keep because I have the original.
That's awesome.
Because she says she cannot wait.
Yeah, this is going to be.
1978. 1978 it came out.
Oh, it was
Okay,
close.
I was
Of
3 years old.
course.
3 years old, but didn't see it till I was 11.
I
That's good.
wasn't born yet.
And you weren't even born. Oh my goodness, Kim.
I'm a 79 baby.
Right? Mad Hatter just put set 1978.
Yeah, I remember seeing Grease in the movie theaters when it
Oh,
first came out.
see, you don't even look that old. I automatically knew that Kim was around the 40s like me, but I knew she wasn't my age, not 47 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are babies.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love
I
hearing that.
don't feel old.
Yeah, I would card you if you try to buy alcohol from me.
Oh, Cushy. She's a 1981 baby. She's 6 years
Yeah.
old than me.
But yeah, I'm super excited to get started on this.
Oh, yes. It's going to be good.
I wanted to have a talk with you guys and let you guys know what I've been going through, what I've learned from it, and what I want for my channel.
Do you want to do that now? And I'll drop down.
What's that?
I said, do you want to kind of get brief on that while I drop down? Because I'm going to have to get ready for my daughter's.
Oh yeah.
Still listen, though.
We've been on for a while. I could close it out. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Yeah, you've been on for 2.5 hours.
I know.
Yay! She did.
It's
Did
not
she not
hard
make
to
a...
do.
When she said comeback, she meant big time, 2 hour long comeback, right? Probably me that took up half the time, right?
Well,
I was just excited. And when I'm excited, I like my brain, because of the MS, just goes all over the place. Kim knows that she has to reel me back in. And I don't get offended at all when they say, hush now, let someone else talk.
it hurts me to say that because it makes me feel bad.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't, Kim. I told you.
I know.
Because of the MS, sometimes I don't realize I'm doing it. So I need you to do that. And you're not saying it in a mean way. Like my best friend, my husband, my older children, even my 11-year-old will say, Mom, take a break. So it does
Well,
not.
okay, you guys go ahead and drop down, and I want to thank you guys so very much to take some time out for me today. It means a lot. Thank
All right,
you.
well, see you.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to come back and let you guys know where this channel's gonna head. There's ideas that I want to do. You know, I do have down times, and it does affect me with subs, you know. And but I can't control that with my fibro. But I want you guys to know that this channel is going to be a channel of free thinkers. They're going to be able to think for themselves, not be judged. Hopefully, my kindness and my love for you guys will rub off. I would love to see you guys go out there and make somebody's day. You know, that to me is like, it's the ultimate reward. Really, it is. And you know, I have ideas because you guys know I love music and poetry, but I also want to hit on topics, real life topics. So we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna have a day, and we're gonna pick a topic, and we're gonna talk about it. But then we're gonna have days where you know, the music and poetry come together, but yet we're gonna have days where we're gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh, and we're gonna get away from things, because It's unbelievable, mind blowing, the ugliness I've seen on YouTube. And I will not let it hurt me no more. Nobody can hurt me no more. Because I now know what kind of person you are. And you can make up lies, you can mock me, you can go against my religion, whatever it is that tickles you at the moment, go ahead and do it. Because it's only affecting you, not me. And I will not tolerate the negativity, the toxic, yeah, I can't say a word. I won't allow that affect me anymore. And I don't expect my channel to grow huge because I'm not drama. I'm just being me. And I want to interact and have sort of a relationship with you guys because I do care. I really do. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you guys for being here for me today. Thank you for supporting me. Huh? I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to close this out and I want you guys to try to be kind, to try to be a good human because nothing in this life is trivial. It doesn't matter how big, okay. It doesn't matter how big or how small. You thinking of others besides yourself, I tell you what, it makes you such a better person. And you don't have to look behind your back because of what you said or done. And I love you guys. I really do. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And you'll be seeing me here real soon. So with that, much love, appreciation, and God bless you guys.